Heidi Thorton is our next graduate to share, but unfortunately she got hit hard with the flu just today, and I think her family got it too. So she sent a little something for me to share, so just pretend I'm her. So this is from Heidi Thornton. I am here tonight to celebrate a year at Wright, a year of emotional blood, sweat, and tears. It seems pretty impossible that a year has gone by, and I stand here tonight at graduation feeling like I should feel like I am finished, and all I feel is that I haven't really even gotten started. Lots of fear, but lots of joy looking back and seeing some key successes for myself. When I came to the YOT program, I knew my family of origin and my family of creation were a mess, and I really didn't know why. Heck, I didn't even know what was wrong. I just knew that I couldn't stay where I was. And some beautiful souls had crossed my path through the previous years and joined me, had pointed me to YOT. Family and intimacy was brutal and inspiring at the same time. Seeing that still face pattern in both my family and my husband was freeing. I started to have language to explain what I was experiencing. And having language meant that I could start to reach out for help. In personal power, I realized that this pattern in my family meant that I didn't know how to like and dislike things. That had never been my job, and I was never allowed to like and like things. What I liked and disliked was whatever made everyone else happy. Because of this, I realized there are big pieces of my life that I kept from my family because I know it's not allowed. But now it's a big joy to say I like something and know that I mean it for me. In Purposeful Living, the previous 2 quarters started to come together. For the first time, there were moments where I could name what I was walking into, and while not always successful, I went into some of those situations with a strategy. I learned that when I asked and lived with intention, even though good things didn't always happen, by laying out what I wanted and what I needed, I was setting an expectation for something positive. I was taking the first step in being seen and heard, and even though others don't always choose to see or hear me, I choose to see and hear myself. The crowning moment came during nourishment and self-care. I spent the weekend over Labor Day with my whole family. Historically, it's a stressful time, with me pleasing and never getting it quite right, beating myself up because of that, and generally walking away from the weekend drained. But true to form, the first morning, my sister came at me and criticized me, and I was on my own side with her for the first time, and I told her to fuck off. And I corrected her incorrect assumption. And I didn't beat myself up for telling her to fuck off. It changed the whole power dynamic of the weekend and between us. The other huge learn I've had this year is that repairing the breach is the key part of relationships. It's probably impossible not to do everything that hurt, not to ever do things that hurt other people. I realize that, but that isn't actually the be-all, end-all goal. It's the reconnecting that is the skill that makes things better. So by no means am I done with anything, but I've created enough of an opening that's let in a light of hope, and I know I am not where I was a year ago. And a year from now, I will be in a different place as well, and that is very exciting. My next steps are to continue to work one-on-one with my coach and to do couples work with my husband. Thank you. Give Heidi a big round of applause. And we'll have her watch this by video when she's feeling better.